Well, hey guys, what's up? Today is April 9th. It's going on 6:40. Not in the morning, in the evening. Um in a strange turn of events. We've gone from almost 80 degrees yesterday. And this is Illinois weather. Illinois weather for y'all that are not from here. We had beautiful weather the past several days, and we went from beautiful weather to it kind of spitting snow now. Which kind of, I don't know, just kind of disheartening, not gonna lie. But hey, that's me, right? I've been doing a lot of different stuff around here since being laid off. One of which is, well, number one, moving all my junk that way. So, my dad and I could put that in. That is a beautiful door, guys. With a beautiful view of, let me see, maybe, yes, there we are, of a field, and that, let me see, I got yard furniture, that, see, I got a couch and a table out there and whatnot now, and I gotta get, cushions for it and things like that, but it's slowly coming along swimmingly. Let me see, what else have we got going on here? Shoot. And let's see here. My unemployment came through yesterday, which made me very, very happy. Technically, I had a callback date. Hey, there we go. No, man. Hey, there we go. That works. So, we, had a callback date, which should have been yesterday. My supervisor texted me, because, he's got my phone number and all that. And he was like, yeah, not happening. Kind of figured that, but, thanks for the clarification, the heads up, bro. And, I'd get a call, even yesterday from, HR, where I work, and she was putting out the calls and confirming, that we indeed were not going back to work on the 8th, which, I tell you what, I'm not gonna lie, I think when I say this, I know that a lot of you probably feel this way, but I was running myself a little bit on the short side. I had cushion for something like this, because 8 years at working in a factory where you would get layoffs, every 2 years, 3 years, something like that. So I learned, hey, I need to be stocking. So, I did. Then hot chocolate. So good. And let me see here. Yeah, I've just been kind of bumming around here. It's not like I've not been doing anything. I've been reading and working on some different projects I've been wanting to work on, like that door. Um, now that that's one big project out of the way, I can, proceed with some other things. I've been meaning to post some stuff up for sale, which I have. Let me see here. Whether anything comes to that or not, yet to see. Let me see here. Let me see. The door. I gotta do some other stuff in my shop. A lot of cleanup still in there. I've done some wall work, and what I mean is like patching and things like that. I gotta go over it again, but I want to kind of get more stuff cleaned out first, just so I don't feel like I'm working in a totally confined area. And besides, I like to wait till it gets a little bit warmer again, and that way I can go ahead and clean all my drywall stuff outside, which, this may last, well, like I said, it's Illinois, so it could last a few days. It could last, till I have to go back to work. There's a lot of debate when that would be, the new target date is on the 30th, and some people are saying that could even be pushed back again, and so, just do what I can do and try and stay safe, and yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing, it's just stuff around here, my projects. I've been reading some books and learning some different programming techniques, as far as game design goes. I don't know, it's just always fascinated me how stuff like that connects together. Nowadays, more than ever, though, it seems to be easier and easier with like Unity 3D and things like that. And you have a huge community that that really puts out good material to help you understand how to do this type of stuff. So, yeah. Oh, so good. Not gonna lie, hot chocolate. I didn't even go with coffee. I said, but, shoot. What else have I been? Oh, got the backyard cleaned up. Not completely, but for the most part, and, got some of it either thrown away or thrown under under the deck or something like that. Let me think. I've been doing a lot lately. Bought a new grill. The other one didn't work right and was all rusted out. Because even if it didn't work right, I'm like, well, I might be able to make it work. But That thing was just rusty. On the outside, it looked really good. On the inside, not so much. And I mean, if I really, really, really was in love with it, but I was having troubles getting the burners to light and things like that, and I'm like, you know what? For the amount of money that I might sink into this to fix the rust issues, and then I'd have to make a thing, to collect the oil, whether I just do a soup can, that collects the oil or whatever, and I'm just like, you know what? I got paid, and I just figured, you know what? That'd be like the only real thing I want, you know? As, I mean, the rest of it, is just gonna be stocked away, paying bills. So, which, I mean, if the Democrats had their way, we wouldn't get any of it. Well, let's just be serious. They agreed to this bailout or whatever, this emergency thing, then they renege, and then they say, oh, we want to do this, we want to do that. Like delays with payouts and things like that, because they're like, oh, we want the states to handle this. Well, that's all well and good. But if they had anyone looking at any of these systems, they are hilariously antiquated. I mean, by any standards, they're antiquated. Illinois just implemented a new thing, and they're still having problems with it. So, whatever, I guess, But the good thing is, though, is that I know that if I had to or wanted to, for those of you who get bored, because I actually don't, I always find something to do. I really do. There's all sorts of part-time work. Grocery stores are hiring people to stock and wipe things down and whatever, the delivering. Even the, it's not Meals on Wheels around here. It's, Piecemeal. They normally have a dinner here at the community center, and they will normally just make food and serve it, And with all this going on with coronavirus and whatnot, they've not been able to, and they've had a huge influx. Just because normally the people that, a good chunk of people would normally just go to get out of the house and whatever, and now they can't, and it's like, well, you gotta do what you gotta do when these people are basically paying to get some food. So, see here, what else? Yeah. I talked to a buddy of mine from work the other day, and he was asking if I've left the house since all this happened. I said, no, not really. And I said, I've gone and got gas, I've gone and got groceries, I've gone to Menards, to get my door. Tomorrow I'm gonna be going to Menards with my dad again, just because, I bought a grill. I bought a couple of other things and online, then he bought some other stuff that him and my mom wanted to do for projects around their house, and it's like 'tis the season, I guess, to do projects. There's a silver lining, I think. Actually, that I've heard and I agree with. And I don't say who it is because I don't know if they would want me to. But I'm going to talk about it because I actually do agree with it, which is that it feels like God's doing a hard reset on things. Not everything, just some things. Like, just like, we've been so freaked out. Well, not me, but we've got the people that are bleeding hearts over it. Oh, we're killing the earth, and this and that. Well, the good thing is that because of all this, people aren't driving, aren't doing all these other things so much, and because of that, the earth, apparently, and I did not even know this, apparently the earth vibrates. And right now, the scientists are picking up seismic activity they were not able to detect before because the vibrations that are normally there are not there. And like, what is it in California? Since all this happened, smog level, it's terrible. The smog level, I guess, has really gone down, like tremendously gone down. But not even environment-wise, but people-wise, right? So it just seems like people are more friendlier. It seems like people want to interact now. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. When this came out, back in 2007, 2008, people would get on it and it was cool, but nobody had a clue what you did with it. And we sorry, technical question, there we go, technical question answered. And people get lost in their phones and they're not in reality. They're in Facebook, they're in Twitter, they're in whatever. They're in what else is there, Instagram and all that. I don't know, there's other BS out there, but and now, I've heard people say, I'm tired of thumbing through my phone. There ain't nothing going on. I mean, and for now, Facebook is actually being used what was designed to be for. And it wasn't for all this bickering and bullshit and what have you. It was to socialize with people that we wouldn't normally be able to see And now that we're all being told that we have to self-quarantine because this could potentially kill you, or you could get it, infect somebody else, and they could potentially die and whatnot. And because of that, it's like everybody has slowly gotten a reset. And they're starting to actually use these platforms for what they were actually intended to be used for. And case in point, is just people on there being goofy again. Goofy. It's like, yes, that's what this is supposed to be for. I'm supposed to put something stupid up there, and you're supposed to laugh. You're not supposed to get offended by it, because you know that if I were to say it to your face, that's not how it would come out of my mouth. It would come out sarcastic. I've said this, my mom said this. I cannot, if I could, I would put my sarcasm in italics. Just so everybody would know I'm totally just being sarcastic. But they don't have that option. But like I said, it's great to see that technology is actually being used for its original intent. I'm glad to see that. I'm really glad to see that there's a lot of kids outside. Them being homeschooled now. Mommy and daddy are home. They can't just screw off on technology. At some point, mommy and daddy pull the plug and go, get your ass outside. It's a beautiful day. And I'm sure they don't say it just like that, but that's probably what they're saying in their head. It's like, I got a friend of mine. She's got 4 kids, and they're all homeschooled and whatever now, and she'll have them outside reading a book, or whatever, and it's like, that's how you do it, and I think that I think even though this is a horrible time, I think that I just realized how dark it was in here. There, we'll do, hold on. There are 4 lights. Hang on. Better. That was annoying me. Just see I'm all white. like it's like your face no longer has its real complexion. But no, I love it though, because I think this is going to help us more than what we think. I mean, a lot of it we're seeing what we're really made of. I think a lot of us are starting to see what's important. And I'm guilty of this. I go to work, I do my thing, I get into my groove, and I just kind of tunnel vision. And, this quarantine, you get to be alone with your thoughts, you get to really examine, what do I want in life? You know, or you know, I don't know why I act this way, or or whatever habits you may have had when you were working, away from the home and working, because not everybody has not been deemed non-essential or said that they can work from home, but there are those of us who are non-essential and we cannot work from home. uh, for those of us, we've gone, we notice routine and whatever, and we just kind of break it. We kind of reset. I have felt more like myself than I have in a while. Just because I know it's horrible. I know I'm getting a paycheck. Not a paycheck, but I'm getting relief. I'm getting help. And not only that, but I know that the company I work for is taking care of my health insurance, and I'm grateful for that. I really am. And then the other thing, though, is that I lost my juju. Dang it. Oh yeah, duh. Don't you hate when that happens? So that when all this is over, I have a job to go back to, Lord willing. But as far as I know, right now, I have a job to go back to. So it's not anything they're doing, anything am I doing. It's what it is. And I'm not gonna get into any of the whose fault is it or whatever, but it is. Can't help it. And I know I have these things that are coming to me at like I said, the unemployment has started to come in. Thankfully, my health insurance is being paid for. So if something, God forbid, did happen to me, I'm not left high and dry. And when all this is over, I do have a job to go back to. So in actuality, I'm not nearly as stressed. I'm not nearly as stressed as what I would have been when I would get laid off from my other job, because unemployment would not be kind. Like this is probably the easiest thing I've ever done, being on unemployment again. And it's the situation. The But like I said, I've it feels more like a staycation to me, than what it really is. But being still mindful that I'm self-quarantined, that I have to wash my hands, stay away from, or not stay away, but stay 6 foot or so away from people. And all the stuff still I'm mindful of, but at my heart of hearts, it feels like staycation. I get to do the things that I enjoy doing. I get to do things outside, and there's projects, as I said, I get to finish up, and for other people. I know that it's not an ideal situation because other things are coming into play. Is it fair for other people? No. But, I I didn't make the rules. I am a lot of different things, whether it's fair or not. This is what we got. So, anyway, I just knew I hadn't really put anything out for a while and thought I'd give you guys kind of a little update. But yeah, so far, just doing my thing, guys. Doing my thing. Let me think here. Finished a Halo book. Been reading my cert books. Programming. Yeah, I've just, like I said, I've just been doing my thing. And I feel more like me. And I think that this is good for a lot of people. I think that this is good even for the people who are staying at home, working. I mean, because they're not. These are people, for the most part, they're not required to leave. They don't have to leave. And so work ran through a brain cell and said, well, how can we stay going and keep our employees? And, they said, well, let you work from home. And this right there is changing the way things are, is a lot of people are going, I kind of like being home. I kind of like setting my own hours. I kind of like. So I think that there's a lot of benefit to it, even though it's a horrible storm that we're going through. I think that there's going to be great deals of reward at the end of it. And, I'm not just talking about, personally, I'm not talking just about spiritually, but I think as a society, that there's going to be great rewards coming out of this for us. There again, I'm an optimist, but it's me. Alright, guys.